Hey everybody, Dr. Andersen with the Whiplash Center of Utah coming to you live today. It is Wednesday and I am going to talk to you about the 10 reasons why ignoring car crash injury symptoms will make you miserable. So here we go. Number one, probably the most identifiable at the very beginning is you get poor sleep. And you'll get poor sleep primarily because, well, you're hurt. You're hurt, your ability to maneuver and move around in bed is hindered. It's not comfortable, so you'll lose sleep with that. And when you lose sleep, one of the things that I notice is you get cranky, you get crabby, and you don't want to be around people, and guess what? People don't want to be around you. So the first one is definitely poor sleep. Number two, just like I said, people don't want to be around you. Your relationships will start to suffer, and because they start to suffer, then all of a sudden your quality of life starts to go downhill. So number two is you start having your relationships suffer. And it's not just relationships with people that you know, it's people that you get to meet, people out on the street. The whole concept of smiling and having people want to get to know you and smile back really plays a big role. But if you're miserable because you're hurt, because you ignored your symptoms, and people don't want to be your friend. And so they will start to ignore you. All right. Number three, your ability to focus and make quality decisions start to go downhill. When you have a job or when you have a family or you have anything that's going on that requires you to actually make good quality decisions, if you cannot make the decisions accurately or completely, then things start to go awry. So when you need to turn left and you turn right, when you need to add something to your menu for your grocery shopping and you don't remember it, and now you got to go back. So these are little things that you will start to encounter. Your ability to make decisions completely and accurately start to go downhill. Number four, work is jeopardized. If you've ever been in a situation where you've been in a crash and you hurt and you need to focus, so kind of going back to the last one, if you need to focus and you can't because you hurt, or you jostled your brain or you scrambled your brain because of what's known as a mild traumatic brain injury, or worse, a traumatic brain injury, if you have that going on, then your work will start to suffer. And if the work starts to suffer too much, then you get the classic cobra from Trump, you're fired. All right, so that's not a good thing. All right, so that's number four. Number five, your performance plummets. Your performance can be anything, really. Sports, life, your ability to speak. These are the different things that can be affected within your performance. So your performance, your ability to do the things that you do on a regular basis, on a daily basis, in fact, that makes you start to go downhill. And so your performance begins to suffer. Okay, number six, travel and vacations are limited to going to the mailbox and back. All right, so what that means is that if you're having pain within your back, or you have pain within your neck, or you have the ability, or you don't have the ability to sit for long periods of time, the things that you like to do, like going on vacation or going fishing or going and watching your kids' games in life, and you're not able to do that anymore, all of a sudden these things become very, very hampered. So vacation and travel is limited to the mailbox and back. And if you live in a place where your mailbox is at the end of the driveway, that's pretty sad. But that's reality. People just can't get out and do the things that they need to do. So that's number six. Number seven, birthday parties are going to be consisted of blended foods. So how do you like drinking a steak? Or how do you like drinking lasagna? If you hurt, if you've injured your jaw, if you've broken things to this area, or the muscles become so problematic, or you start deteriorating the joints here within your jaw, the TMJ, your ability to do things like chew seriously become compromised. Okay, so that's number seven. Number eight, your medical diagnosis becomes like an episode of the X-Files. Now what I mean by that is, sometimes you go to the doctor's office or the hospital because you have these pains that are ongoing and nothing is wrong with you. And the reason why nothing is wrong with you is because they're not looking for the things that we typically look for as a chiropractic profession. And not to blame them. Basically, they are looking for things like broken bones or dislocations, things that are obvious. But if something comes back and says, hey, I have no idea what's going on with you, it's all in your head, but you know for a fact it's not in your head, then you start to think, okay, something is wrong here, but nobody knows what it is. So it's like the X-Files. It's the mythical or the unknown, the paranormal. Something's going on, something's problematic, but nobody knows what to tell you. Okay? So that's number 8. Number 9. This is one of my favorites. Premature laboratory assistance needed. Okay? So we as human beings have a life cycle. We wake up, or wait, I'm sorry, we are born, we're brought into this world, and we have somebody that takes care of us. They change our diapers. As we get older, we have the ability to do that ourselves. As we get even older than that, as we start working towards the end of our life, then we go back to having that need in the laboratory or the bathroom. Okay, so you can have premature laboratory assistance needed because you ignored the symptoms that you had at the very beginning. All right, and the 10th one. Oh yes, your memory. It can affect your memory. Your ability to remember things significantly can go downhill. All right, so those are the 10 things, the 10 reasons why ignoring a car crash symptom will make your life miserable. So, please do not become a statistic. Do not make it so that you have any of these 10 or any more of the other ones that we didn't even address. Make the decision. If you have an injury, if you have a symptom, even if it's something simple like a headache, do the right thing. Get checked out. Okay? All right, lastly, I want to talk about the crash packet. I bring this up each time. The crash packet is your step-by-step guide if you are ever involved in a car crash, to guide you through, to make sure that the information that you need to collect, you do. It has all of the different steps. It has the step-by-step checklist to just walk you through. It's basically your coach through this process. If you do not have one in your glove box, please come into the office. Come pick one up. Pick one up for each of the vehicles that you own. There's no reason why you shouldn't have one. They're free. You put your insurance on one side and registration on one side, and the other side has all the crash packet information. So please make that decision. Come into our office. Pick them up for everybody that you know and love, or even the ones that you hate. Everybody needs one, okay? Our address is 63 South 300 East here in St. George, Utah, suite number 101. So that's 63 South 300 East, number 101 in St. George, Utah. Please give us a call at 674-7515. Come on in. If you know of anybody that's been involved in a crash that does not know what to do, have them call us. We will do everything we can to give them the guidance that they need, and if they need our services, we would love to be able to help them out. Okay? That's all for today. We'll talk to you on another post. We'll see you.